Have you ever felt like you've been here before? Not just in a place, but in this life. Many of us have experienced moments of déjà vu or unexplained familiarity with people, places, or skills we've never encountered in this lifetime. These experiences aren't just coincidences or tricks of the mind. They could be signs that you've lived before. The concept of past lives or reincarnation has been a part of many cultures and spiritual beliefs for thousands of years. It's the idea that our souls experience multiple lifetimes, each time learning and growing. While science may not have concrete proof of reincarnation, many people around the world have experiences that suggest their souls have indeed lived before. Today, we're going to explore signs that you might have lived before. These aren't just random feelings or hunches, but real, tangible experiences that many people report. As we go through these signs, you might find yourself nodding along, recognizing these experiences in your own life. 1. Unexplained fears or phobias. Do you have a fear that doesn't make sense? Maybe you're terrified of water, even though you've never had a bad experience with it. Or perhaps the thought of heights makes you break out in a cold sweat, even though you've never fallen from a high place. These unexplained fears or phobias could be echoes from a past life. In past life theory, it's believed that traumatic experiences from previous lives can carry over into our current life. If you died by drowning in a past life, for example, you might have an unexplained fear of water in this life. Your conscious mind doesn't remember the past life experience, but your soul remembers the trauma, and it manifests as fear or anxiety. These fears often don't respond to logical reasoning. You might know that flying is statistically safer than driving, but that knowledge doesn't ease your fear of planes. This is because the fear isn't rooted in your current life experiences, but in experiences from a past life. Recognizing these fears as possible remnants from past lives can be the first step in addressing and healing them. 2. Recurring dreams or nightmares. Have you ever had a dream that feels more like a memory? Maybe you dream of being in a place you've never visited, or living a life very different from your own. These recurring dreams, especially if they're vivid and detailed, could be glimpses into your past lives. Our subconscious mind holds many memories that our conscious mind can't access. When we sleep, the barriers between our conscious and subconscious mind lower, allowing these hidden memories to surface. If you find yourself repeatedly dreaming about a particular time period, place, or situation that you've never experienced in this life, it could be your subconscious mind replaying scenes from a past life. Pay attention to how you feel in these dreams. Do you feel a sense of familiarity or belonging, even in an unfamiliar setting? Do you have knowledge or skills in the dream that you don't have in waking life? These could all be signs that you're accessing memories from a previous lifetime. Keeping a dream journal can help you spot patterns and recurring themes that might point to past life experiences. 3. Inexplicable skills or knowledge. Have you ever picked up a new skill with surprising ease, or found that you know things you've never learned? This inexplicable knowledge or talent could be a sign that you've lived before. In the theory of reincarnation, it's believed that we carry skills and knowledge from past lives into our current life. Think about child prodigies who can play complex musical pieces without formal training, or people who can speak languages they've never studied. These abilities that seem to come from nowhere could actually be skills honed over many lifetimes. You might find that you have an intuitive understanding of a particular subject, or an unexplained affinity for a certain craft or skill. This doesn't mean you'll be an expert in everything you've ever done in a past life. Often, these skills or knowledge come through as a natural aptitude or a feeling of familiarity when you encounter them. You might pick up a paintbrush for the first time and find that it feels natural in your hand, or start learning a new language and realize that certain words or phrases feel familiar. These experiences could be your past life skills resurfacing in your current life. 4. Xenoglossy. Xenoglossy is a fascinating and controversial phenomenon where a person supposedly can speak, understand, or write in a language they've never learned in their current life. Some believe this is strong evidence for the existence of past lives, suggesting that the ability to use an unknown language comes from knowledge carried over from a previous incarnation. For example, if someone who has only ever spoken English suddenly starts communicating fluently in Mandarin Chinese without any prior exposure or study, Believers in xenoglossy might argue this skill originates from a past life lived in China. However, the concept of xenoglossy is heavily debated and not widely accepted in scientific circles. Critics point out that there are very few documented cases, and those that exist are often questioned for their validity. Skeptics argue that there might be more mundane explanations for apparent xenoglossy, such as unconscious exposure to the language or the recreation of sounds without true understanding. While xenoglossy remains an intriguing topic for those interested in reincarnation and unexplained phenomena, it lacks the scientific evidence needed to be considered proof of past lives. 5. Strong attraction to certain cultures or time periods. Do you feel an unexplained connection to a particular culture or time period? Maybe you're drawn to ancient Egypt, fascinated by Victorian England, or feel a deep resonance with Native American traditions. This strong attraction could be a sign that you've lived in that culture or time period in a past life. Often, people describe this attraction as feeling like home. You might find that you easily understand and relate to the customs, values, or way of life of a culture very different from your own. You might have dreams or daydreams about living in a particular historical period with vivid details that you can't explain. This isn't just a passing interest or curiosity, but a deep emotional connection that feels personal. This attraction often goes beyond mere interest. You might find that you effortlessly adopt aspects of that culture into your life. Perhaps you're drawn to the food, music, or dress of a particular culture, or you find comfort in recreating elements of a specific time period in your home. This could be your soul recognizing and seeking out familiar elements from a past life. 6. Déjà vu experiences. We've all had those strange moments where we feel like we've experienced something before, even when we know we haven't. This is called déjà vu, and while it's a common experience, frequent or intense déjà vu could be a sign of past life memories surfacing. In the context of past lives, déjà vu could be moments when your current life experience aligns closely with a past life experience. Your soul recognizes the similarity, creating that feeling of familiarity. This could happen with places, situations, or even conversations. You might visit a place for the first time and feel like you know your way around, or meet someone new and feel like you've known them forever. These déjà vu experiences often come with a strong emotional component. You might feel a surge of joy, sadness, or even fear that doesn't seem to match the current situation. This emotional response could be tied to the feelings associated with the past life memory. Paying attention to these déjà vu moments and the emotions they bring up can provide clues about your past lives. 7. Unexplained physical marks or sensations. Our physical bodies can carry imprints from past lives. Birthmarks, recurring physical ailments, or unexplained bodily sensations could all be signs of experiences from previous lifetimes. Some believe that the way we died in a past life can leave a mark on our current physical body. For example, a birthmark on your chest could correspond to a fatal wound in a past life. Chronic pain in a specific area of your body, with no apparent physical cause, could be related to an injury from a previous lifetime. Some people even report feeling phantom sensations, like the weight of long hair when they have short hair, or the sensation of wearing clothes from a different era. These physical signs aren't always negative. You might have a natural ability that seems to be ingrained in your body, like an innate sense of balance or coordination. This could be a skill developed over many lifetimes that has become a part of your physical memory. Paying attention to these unexplained physical marks or sensations can provide interesting insights into your possible past lives. 8. Intense connections with certain people. Have you ever met someone and felt an instant deep connection, like you've known them forever, even though you've just met? This intense, unexplainable bond could be a sign that you've known this person in a past life. In the theory of reincarnation, it's believed that souls often travel together through multiple lifetimes, playing different roles in each other's lives. These connections aren't always positive. Sometimes, you might meet someone and feel an instant dislike or tension, again without any logical reason. This too could be a sign of a past life connection, perhaps with someone you had conflict with in a previous life. Whether positive or negative, these intense, immediate reactions to certain people are often described as a recognition at the soul level. These soul connections can take many forms. You might meet your soulmate, someone you feel deeply connected to on a romantic level, or you might encounter a soul friend, someone who feels like family even though you're not related. Pay attention to these strong connections in your life. They could be signposts pointing to important relationships from your past lives, relationships that have continued into this lifetime for further growth and learning. 9. Feeling like you don't belong. Do you sometimes feel like you don't quite fit in? Like you're out of step with the world around you, or that you're meant for something different? This feeling of not belonging could be a sign that your soul remembers other times and places where it felt more at home. This isn't just about feeling different or unique. Many people who remember past lives describe feeling like they're in the wrong time or place. You might feel out of sync with modern life, longing for a simpler time or a different way of living. Or you might feel a constant pull towards a particular place or culture, even if you've never been there in this lifetime. The signs of past lives are often subtle, easily dismissed as quirks or coincidences. But when we pay attention, when we allow ourselves to consider the possibility that our souls have lived before, these signs can open up a whole new understanding of ourselves and our place in the universe. Recognizing these signs in your own life doesn't mean you have to fully believe in reincarnation. Instead, think of it as an invitation to explore, to question, to look deeper into your own experiences and feelings.